And we're back with Jessica Bonness, an interior design professor and also a member of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. So first of all, can you just tell us a little bit about the new Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Center that opened earlier this year?
Sure. The DEI Center is located over in Rowley. Dr. Delario Lindsay is the director of the center, and he's doing some really great work. It's a new concept as a space, so it's a hub for all kinds of events happening around campus that have to do with diversity, equity, and inclusion. We host book clubs, so we did some books this summer, including, centering issues around immigration, centering issues around what it's like to be Black in America, around mental health, around gender. They did a great Day of the Dead event a few weeks ago that was really well attended. A lot of stuff centers around food because we're a college campus, and it's really a place to emphasize belonging and inclusion and make students feel that they're a part of our community and that they're welcome here.
And the DEI committee includes both faculty and students?
It does. It's faculty, it's staff, it's a couple students. I chair a subcommittee with a student, Steph Socher, and she is amazing.
And she's going to come interview with us as well today.
She's coming later today. She's everywhere. Yeah, she's very involved. And helps us center a lot of issues in the center. We talk a lot about race and ethnicity, but we also talk a lot about gender and mental health and disability, and these are things that people care about and want to hear about and can always come to the center and the committee for if they want to be heard or have ideas.
And the campus also just announced the formation of a Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Center. So how will that help further the work for the DEI committee?
Yeah, that's a great question. So that, I think, is being worked out at this time, and how those racial healing circles will be conducted. I think it's going to be really exciting. I think it's going to be really transformative. It was a very competitive grant, and we had a lot of committed people on campus that worked really hard to be awarded this opportunity. So we really look forward to seeing how that shapes up. And the center will be a hub as a physical space, but also as an amplifier for the work we do.
And as I mentioned, you're also a professor of interior design. So just talk a little bit about the teaching side. What courses do you teach here?
Sure. So I am in the interior design department. I teach a lot of different courses. I teach all of our professional practice courses and our business courses. I lead internships for all students in the School of Design and Art. So that's interior design, fashion design, graphic design and art. And that's really cool because I also teach a foundation course for the School of Design and Art with all those same majors where we learn the design process and human-centered design. So I meet all of our students in our whole school as they come in. I see ID students in studio courses. I see them again in professional practice courses. And then I see everybody again when they finish their internship and are ready to launch into their careers.
And your department's been able to utilize some events and internship opportunities to really further, those goals. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of those initiatives?
Sure. So one of the things that we do that is a recurring yearly event is called Designathon. And alums will know Designathon, maybe even if they're not in interior design. So this is an event where we bring together teams of people and their different constituents across, all majors and all experiences, and we work on a design problem. So some problems in the past have been related to disability, or they've been related to issues that veterans face. They've been related to autism. The most recent one that I worked on as part of a class experience where my students facilitated the event was about neurodiversity. So we worked with individuals who have autism or are neurodivergent who are in a workplace environment, and how that physical space can be designed to help them thrive and help their employers benefit from their skills. And so for Designathon, we bring people to campus. It's a 2 or 3 day event. There's a learning component where we get everybody on the same page with a speaker series and knowledge sharing. And then we work in teams to identify a specific spatial or built environment problem. And we work with the people who are affected to come up with design-based solutions. And it's great. It's a great way to become involved with design, even if you're not a major or a student. We can always use IT students to build apps, or we can use nursing students or PT students to help us with other solutions.
And finally, it is Day of Giving, so how does fundraising help further some of these initiatives, or is there anything specific you'd like to plug?
Yeah, with design and art specifically, fundraising helps us build facilities that are state of the art and helps us, provide our students with more resources. And sometimes that can mean the spaces and the studios they work in, but sometimes it can mean the supplies that we're able to give them so they can all be on a more equitable playing field and be, given toolkits to start the semester. I know that we do have existing funds in the Center for Career Development that help to sponsor service-oriented unpaid internships, and that is something that we always want our interns to be paid because that is more equitable and helps our students thrive. But yeah, Marymount's a really special place, and our students are creative and they're motivated, and we always want to see them thrive, and certainly donations will help them do that.
Thanks for joining us and telling us about both the DEI committee and the interior design department.
Yeah, thanks for having me.